Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with Golden Opportunities Coaching. Welcome to those of you who are new. Welcome back to those of you who are seasoned veterans of what we do around here. What we do around here is break down social, psychological, and coaching related topics on a daily basis in an audio format for your benefit. There's over 275 or so audios for you to choose from, so hopefully something that you enjoy. Today we're going to talk about steps to make more progress in your daily life. There's 8 or 10 of those that I want to go through. Please like, subscribe, comment below. Excited that we're over the 400 subscriber mark. Want to get to that 500 mark by October 1st. Can you help? Share this with friends, family, and people that you care about, and we can make that happen. So the first thing to make progress is think big, work small. What I mean by that is think of the biggest thing you want to do. Think of what it would be like to change the world in your chosen discipline, art, or other form of way that you want to make a difference. But work small. Formulate the habits that will create the opportunity for you to meet people who will see your hard work pay off and ultimately lead you in the direction you want to go. Develop habits of consistency. The biggest thing to making progress is to understand that progress is one step, 1 inch, 1 centimeter at a time, repeated over and over and over again throughout days, weeks, months, years, and decades. It's not jumping in and taking massive action and not following through. Your follow through and consistency matters just as much as what you're doing, and that's important and it's valuable. Also, the next thing is find what you love and do it. Even if it's not making you money right now, even if it's not making a business right now, you know that you're on the road to success when you enjoy what you're doing and it doesn't feel like work. It doesn't feel like labor. It doesn't feel difficult because you would do it even if nobody was doing what you're doing. Do what you would do naturally and turn it into a business or a passion point. In other words, what would you do if you had all the money in the world? Chances are these are the things you should be focusing on even when you don't have any money, because when you focus on them with a purity of passion, you will be able to attract them into your life. Understand that balance is the key to all things. For everything that is light is dark. For everything that is dark is light, meaning there will be challenges, there will be victories. There will be days you don't want to do it anymore, and there will be days you're brimming with ideas, opportunities, concepts, and things you want to share with the world. Understand that that's all part of the process of progress. So on the days you don't feel like doing it anymore, try to remember the days that you did. That's why I encourage journal keeping or audio vlogging or some sort of way to chart your progress, because there's going to be days when you want to quit. On the days when you have too much energy and things are going in such a rapid way that you want to do everything all at once, that's the days you call up friends and you say, I got this crazy idea, remind me that I had it. And you work with accountability partners, and you work with mastermind groups, and you work with coaches, and you stick to that, and you commit to it, and you realize that life is a journey all through it. So the next is, don't fear failure. The only failure is when you stop working towards your goals. Man, I'll tell you, I've run multiple businesses in my life, and some of them have been complete flops, and I'm grateful for them. The reason is because the flops helped me to learn what not to do, but it also taught me another valuable lesson, which is I am resilient even when things aren't going well. And whether it's a health-related challenge or a business-related challenge or a relational hardship, you will have moments where you feel that you failed, but that doesn't define the end of your life, the end of your goals, the end of your aspirations, or the end of your ability to change things. As long as there is breath in your body, you can and will and should continue to endeavor closer to the things you want, because if you weren't meant to do something more, well, you wouldn't be alive anymore. Life doesn't end a moment before we're ready for it to end in most cases, and when untimely tragedy happens, from a universal perspective, it's usually because on some level we've done all that we came to do. Now, if there's no higher power, then it means that we're complete, and things don't necessarily matter, and we've done everything we were set to do in that time. Regardless, there's never a moment that can't have value in it. So focus on success, no matter how small, no matter how insignificant, and no matter how unseen. Remember that success is based on you. It's not based on other people. You don't have to be. Success happens mostly behind closed doors. It's behind the curtain, behind the veil. It's not what people see. It's what people don't see. It's the part of you that gets up and searches for new clients every day. It's the part of you that purposefully reminds yourself to think of your husband, think of your wife, think of your children when there's other things you could be doing. And it's also the part of you that realizes that even in the moments when you don't want to do the things you know you should, you're going to do them anyway, not because of some law or obligation, but because you know that the consequence of not doing them is something you don't want to deal with and rebuild from. Be a person of action no matter how small. Now, taking action could be something as simple as a smile or a conversation. It could be something as simple as sending an email or asking a question. But always look for ways to act. The action not taken is a guaranteed regret. And so what that means is ultimately, at some level, you will come to a point at the end of your life where you go, I wish I had. And the winner is the person that has the least number of the wish I had, because you can't go back and redo them, but you can pine over not having done them. The next thing is focus on positive relationships only. So if a relationship is negative, if a relationship is toxic, it doesn't matter if it's with your friend, your spouse, your family, a former mentor, it doesn't matter who it's with. You need to end it. You need to find your way to come to resolution with the ending of it, grieve it, and get past it. Because there's only so much time in every given day. There's only so much time in every given week, month, and year. But if you're wasting it on people who don't see your value, if you're wasting it on situations that aren't moving forward, if you're wasting it worried about what other people think and not making progress and taking positive action, you will regret that eventually. So introduce new ideas, even if they don't stick. I've been in one form of entertainment or another for the last 23 years, and if I took every idea I had while in that world, literally probably tens or if not hundreds of thousands of ideas, and I judged myself based on my success rate of the times people agreed with me, man, I would have quit probably in the second or third year. But it's the idea that any idea can catch on, but few will. And you've got to believe that the capacity to succeed with any idea, concept, or focus is there. If you can dream it, you can do it. Walt Disney said this best. But also, the dream means being able to say, you know what? Not everyone has to agree for this to be viable or valuable. Sometimes we seek agreement as a form of validation, and that is one of the biggest deterrents to progress that there could ever possibly be, because not everyone's going to see things the way we do. Not everyone's going to understand. So maintain a progressive mental attitude. What that means is that ultimately progress is going to happen whether you want it to or not. Progress is going to happen whether you are ready for it or not. But if you maintain a progressive attitude, what you're really doing is giving yourself the freedom to move forward, the freedom to gain perspective, the freedom to go in a direction that's going to lead you somewhere more permanent and positive. And that can be helpful in any and all situations. So hopefully this has been helpful. I encourage you to keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment. Until next time, everybody.